Hello, I'm Dr. Brendan Connors at the new Pottsville Eye Specialist. Yes, we are scheduling appointments at this time. Call us at 570-628-EYES. Since our practice is one of the newest businesses in the area, I thought it might be neat to visit perhaps the most popular business in the Anthracite region, Yuengling, America's oldest brewery. Yuengling has been in business in Pottsville since 1829, almost 200 years ago. And they offer complimentary tours of the brewery, an offer I can't refuse.
I mean, this way, guys. Watch yourself on the ramp.
Yuengling Brewery is a true family business. It still overlooks the city of Pottsville. The brewery is unique, and it has seen most of the history of our country.
We are currently in our 5th generation, and Richard Yuengling is our current owner. Richard has 4 daughters.
History just oozes from every nook and cranny of this brewery.
So Yuengling was founded in 1829 by a man named D.G. Yuengling, David Gottlieb Yuengling. He was 19 years old, came from Germany, building his first brewery when he was 21. That was known as the Eagle Brewery, and that's why it's the Eagle logo on all our products. The Eagle stood for cleanliness and for purity. We used to fill our barrels here until October 23rd, 2003. All kegging done today is at new location Mill Creek, robotic machine called the Sankey line. So once he set up number 4, number 1 was already filled with beer. So then very quickly, that rubber mallet and what they call the bung, B-U-N-G. There are about 13.5 cases of beer in that full barrel, and the beer alone weighed 260 pounds. That was the beer alone. Guys had a rhythm about their job down here, so they hurt themselves working, but once they found that rhythm, they loved it down here. They never asked for transfer. Call the guys down here, the goons. Here's our half barrel today. Beer and keg in a half barrel is 165 pounds. And this is full. It's light beer. It's a big U-shaped cave. They were hand dug 50 feet below the brewery, 40 feet wide, and 150 yards in length. It heads up to our bottle shop. It actually makes a U-turn and ends on the side of our brewery. Took them 10 years to do all that digging. And they were brewing up there and building that new brewery and digging down here against limestone and sandstone rock. If you look right here in front of you, you can see all those pick marks and all the axes to help dig the cave out. So a good example of digging, you'll find it right here in front of you. Cave temperature 50 degrees all year round, does remain constant regardless of what's doing outside. So perfect temperature for storing beer, convenient to the racking room. As you walk through, you'll also find our brick walls throughout the whole cave. Now, during Prohibition, by order of government, we had a seal off every herbivore cave to not use that during Prohibition. Because back then, barrel beer is unpasteurized, it must be kept cold, and we had no refrigerators to keep beer cold during Prohibition. So how did Yuengling, a beer company, survive 14 long years of Prohibition? In 1920, they built their ice creamery, dairy product store, now our new gift shop, right across the street. So they made ice cream and dairy all the way up to 1985, basically shut it down. The ladder behind me, that goes up 5 blocks up Mahintungo Street to the original water supply.
This is a must visit for not only beer enthusiasts, but those interested in a true American success story. All right here in the Anthracite region.
To make Yuengling beer, the grain is all corn, not your typical German beer, and different roasted barley, plain caramel dark roasted barley. When they're done with that grain, it's then called spent grain. And that grain will be sent down to a spent grain tank, where the farmers come in here every day, clean that tank out, sell that grain to local farmers here as cattle feed. Now the old brewery here, 95% canning, only 5% bottles at the old plant. Now how cool is this, right? It's a lot of fun to watch this. Now behind us, that's our bottle line, because that's the bottle washer, and the bottle filler is the one over here to your right.
Even though the Yuengling's footprint now extends along the East Coast and into the Midwest, they still view themselves as a local brewery. And this free brewery tour is just one of the many ways Yuengling stays connected with the community.
We now make 9 different brands of beer all year round.
The Yuengling Brewery Tour is definitely worth your time. Reservations are required, and information can be found on their website. I look forward to seeing you at the new Pottsville Eye Specialist. Give us a call at 570-628-EYES for an appointment. And I will see you in 2021 on the next Eye on the Anthracite region.